Taking control. Your decisions determine your blessings. Many people are worried about the evolving views of God, afraid that the uniqueness of the divine presence might fade away. They feel like they have to choose between a God without rules or rules without God, usually picking the first option. However, there is no need for this division, as God and rules are deeply connected. This perspective aligns with the teachings of modern theologians who encourage going beyond human limitations when thinking about God. Instead of only seeing spirit in physical forms, it is suggested that we think of it in terms of feelings. The core of who we are lies in our inner qualities, full of endless possibilities. Seeing God as the limitless extension of the best parts within us, going beyond individual limits, shows God as the embodiment of life, love, and wisdom, beyond just one entity. The idea of personality implies a separate consciousness from others, which doesn't fit with the idea of God being everywhere and one. If God were a person, it would suggest a world with opposing forces of good and evil. However, since God is infinite and the expression of truth, the only real opposite of God is non-existence, removing any real battle between good and evil. God goes beyond any limits set by conflicting powers. He represents the ultimate reality, going beyond ideas of conflict or duality. It's important to think about God in a different way than just as a person. Ancient traditions saw the law itself as a reflection of their beliefs, perfectly showing their faith. Approaching the law with faith and love brings a positive response, while negative attitudes might lead to seeing tragedy in the world. Jesus saw the law as both a giver of good things to his followers and a punisher of those who owe, showing how the law, like a person, reflects our emotions exactly. Those with faith receive blessings, while negativity brings limits and fear. Approaching the world with faith justifies our confidence, and showing love to God attracts heavenly blessings. The unlimited expresses itself through its laws, reflecting our emotions accurately. Our faith decides the results of our prayers, removing randomness from divine responses. Believing that God's actions are driven by individual will, rather than law, creates uncertainty in prayer outcomes. God works according to laws, with results based on our actions. Following divine law works with our desires, without limiting God's freedom or personal tendencies. The Son inherits all characteristics from the Father. Both God and humans have self-awareness and self-direction. God knows He exists and feels things like joy, love, and creativity, choosing when, how, and where to act, creating worlds and galaxies as He pleases. Science studies the organized nature of God's creations, confirming His laws. God's love is everywhere, but His actions follow laws. Those who seek Him with faith find a forgiving, healing, and loving Father. Recognizing the presence of the personal Spirit allows us to access divine power for all parts of life. Seeing God as the ever-loving Father, eagerly waiting for us like the prodigal son, is crucial. To truly understand this presence, we must use our intellect, heart, and will. By using our intellect and determination, we can welcome God, this divine presence, into our lives. One effective way is to have internal conversations, meditating, acknowledging our entry into the sacred area of God's presence. In this holy space within us, the secret place, we are surrounded by life, love, peace, and the Spirit of God. Every breath we take is filled with the heavenly Spirit, cleansing us from impurities and selfishness. The pure flow of heavenly love washes away negativity and sin, leaving only purity and love behind. This heavenly river fills us, and from within us flows living water. God's Spirit lives within us, filling us with love and peace, removing fear and anxiety. Wrapped in this divine presence, we can recite passages like the 23rd or 61st Psalm, or poems that bring to mind the closeness of God. The idea of the personal spirit emphasizes the importance of combining the spiritual aspects of God. Many struggle to reconcile a personal God with a generally accepted one, fearing that a broader understanding might lessen the closeness of their relationship. However, this discussion suggests that the belief that the world is ruled by a pair of antagonistic forces, such as good and evil, misinterprets God's spirit. In reality, God embodies both law and grace, providing moral guidance while nourishing personal connections based on communication and love. Embracing the personal spirit means recognizing that both law and love are inseparable parts of God's truth, improving our relationship with God. This understanding empowers believers to experience the greatness of God, the eternal, promoting a deep connection with the universe and other human beings. Peace. Remember, Philippians, chapter 4, verse 19, and it is He who will supply all your needs from His riches in glory because of what Christ Jesus has done for us.